Hey y'all, this is Coach in the Fight, and I'm gonna give a little bit of my testimony after reading this email here related to the firstborn. We are looking for a firstborn. We have gotten a few people who have stepped up, um, um, so the ball is rolling. We got a email from this individual, which there'll be a lot of people who want to participate, surely, and a lot of people will kind of feel separated because they are not firstborn and not able to do some of the things that these guys are going to be asked to do. And that's primarily the issue here, is because I am not a Levi either. Once you become 50 years old, you're no longer able to do the work of a Levi. And so that's why, we're needing this help from these individuals. But we understand a lot of other people want to help. But in this case, I'm going to give my personal testimony of the military, and because I think it goes along with what we're seeing here in these Levites. Because when I was in the military, even though I may have scored high enough on the test to be a fighting soldier, I did not choose to be a fighting soldier. What happened was the systems were down at the time, and instead of them showing me all of these fantastic pictures that may have gotten me tricked up into the wrong MOS, the wrong job, I had to read in the book what my job would be about. And so I got to choose more carefully, and I ended up as a personnel information systems management specialist. Now, you got to understand the difference between that position and a warrior is that, sure, we both went to war. I was in Desert Shield, Desert Storm too. I was one of the first ones coming in, right after they kicked in the doors. But I was driving a van that was full of computers, with an air conditioner, because our computers had to stay cool. It was a 5-ton vehicle, So, and that's what I'm trying to say here. Not everybody is supposed to be on the battlefield and fighting. There's got to be people in the back and taking care of these other jobs and these other positions, where it's the same thing in our Father's army. You got these Levites who are the door kicker inners, they the door kicker inners. And, then, they get to the certain age where they're no longer kicking in the doors. You let the young guys do it. And then you got those around who have to help and support, these other support mainly comes through support. The Levites of today are still under the curses. You can study Zadok and how the Levites cursed themselves back there in the past for certain things that they did. And so now that's why they are in such a distressed state. That's why the Bible tells you, to support the poor, the widows, the orphans, and the Levites. And it says, don't forget the Levites, because these guys, nobody's looking out for them, the firstborn males, and it's because they're under a curse. They're under a curse that prevents them from actually getting paid for their service. So if you're a Levi and you wonder why you're so broke and pitiful, yeah, you're under a curse, and it's going to be like that until you get the age of 51. Then you no longer under the curse of the Levi. So all of that to say that everybody has different roles, everybody has different responsibilities, and one of the things that's wrong here, and this would be a good time to catch on to one of the them links that I might pop up, because we're going to change a little bit of gears here, because this is one of the ways that our father system is breaking down, is that people are changing roles and changing positions. And it's like, okay, the Levites have gone off and got a job. They're under a curse. So they're poor and they're tired of being poor. So they done went off and got a job. Then other people who have enough money is like, well, I'll come in and I'll do the job that they're supposed to do. And then, somebody else goes and does their job. And so when we come in today, you have all of these mixed up positions with the people in the wrong places doing the wrong jobs. And that's what's going on here. And so that's why we're trying to actually get back on track with this Levi school. I think it's going to be some type of Levi school where these guys are actually trained in what they're supposed to do. So if you even know young Levi's, 12 and older, could actually start learning, the ways of our Father, so that when they do have the opportunity to answer the call that our Father will put on them at the certain times, at the age of 20, 25, and 30, he's going to call out to them. Well, it won't be completely unfamiliar like it was for me and a lot of other people, like that, had to learn from scratch. So we're working to get back on track. Everybody's trying to get back in where we're supposed to be. So if you're interested in helping out, send me an email. We will find a responsibility for this person. Everybody's going to have a job helping out with the Levites. You can, if one of the things we can already start doing is trying to identify these guys, especially the ones that have these channels on YouTube. This is going to be a real special type of Levi, is the one who is already making videos and knows the ins and outs of that. He ain't got to learn that part. And now he's just got to learn, a few things about the calendar. And then, of course, he's got to read Leviticus 23 a lot. He's got to read the book of Leviticus 23 once a week, like we all have to do. The kings and the Levites have to read the book of Leviticus once a week. I did it on the Sabbath day. For my many years at a time and I was serving. You read the book, you get tired of it and you read it backwards, read the chapters backwards. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble on. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Again, if you're interested in helping out, just send me an email to inthefight@yahoo.com. That's inthefight@yahoo.com.